This is Steve Mueller. He's a dairy farmer in Eau Claire. He's gonna tell us the difference between traditional dairy farming and organic dairy farming. Alrighty, Steve.
All right. Well, the main difference between traditional farming and organic farming is, well, the actual classification is organic farming means that there is no antibiotics or other chemicals used in the type of farming, so that it doesn't go into the food that they eat or even what they use on the cows for the treatment, say if they get sick or something.
Alrighty. And so why like traditional dairy farming over organic dairy farming?
The difference is there isn't really like a better solution. Like traditional dairy farming compared to organic dairy farming, not one or two is better than the other. It's the things that, or the reasons why organic farmers do it is because they feel that by putting certain chemicals and antibiotics into animals or what they feed them, they feel that those ingredients or types of chemicals that they can transfer into bodies, human bodies, like through consumption. But the real fact is that when, say, like with dairy farming and milk, the fact is that a milk plant won't even let in a batch of milk from a milk truck if there's more than 1 part per billion of say, an antibiotic or some other chemical that could harm a human being. That's about the equivalent of an eye drop in an Olympic-sized pool. So there's a very, very small area of messing up with that. And another problem with organic farming is that their standards for like cleanliness, say, is they're far lower, especially in slaughterhouses. Everything's regulated by the FDA, but with organic farming, their standards are very low. If you were to go into like a Class A dairy farm and then go to organic dairy farm, the organic dairy farm, let's say 80% of the time, is going to be dirtier than a Class A dairy farm because with a Class A dairy farm, you have to be very strict standards. And if you're not off of that, they'll downgrade you and they'll even bump you down to a lower grade of milk. And all the lower grades of milk go towards not human consumption. They go towards things like feeding other animals and things like that. So there's a very small chance of a human getting sick off of dairy that's not on a organic diet.
Alrighty. Do you have a preference either way? Steve, do you have a preference either way?
I mean, obviously, I'm a traditional farmer. I'm always going to lean towards a traditional standpoint. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with organic farming. Like you're not going to get sick off of it. There's nothing wrong with it. But there's a chance that you can get sick off of it. There's an easier chance of getting sick off of it because the regulations on it are very low compared to traditional farming.
All right.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you,
And
Steve.
there actually has been no scientific proof that says that organic actually is better for you.
So the
If you were to drink organic milk compared to regular milk, as long as the milk is regulated by the FDA, there's nothing in there that can hurt you. So there really is no difference. There's a little bit difference in taste, but that's just because of the things they feed you. It's whatever it happens in a human even too. If you were to feed a human different foods, like breast milk, let's say, it would taste different.
All right. So quality really isn't affected. What about price? Like the price of a gallon of milk of organic compared to that of a traditional technique.
Well, the price of organic is going to be higher because because of what they have to do to make it organic. They have to use different types of material, or they have to use different things. They have to use a lot more care when they're lot more tedious work, which makes it them, they get paid more, or they cost more because they have to do more work to make it so that it's just right for organic sales. When traditional is, it's not by any means less safe because they don't look at it as well, but the things they feed are a lot easier to come by than organic farming.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
No problem.
Talk to you later.